my name is Madison Storm, and you're watching The Interns. As you may know, tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, and everyone is ready to celebrate in green. Our field anchor Jimmy went out to the city of Westminster last weekend for their annual Celtic Cancer 5K run. He met with Steve Moore, owner of Run More in Westminster.
Hi, I'm Steve Moore, and I own Run More here in Westminster. We opened in August of 2014. I'm an avid runner, and when I was looking for a good pair of running shoes one day, I realized that we didn't have anything like this in Carroll County. So I have a big passion for running and a background of running. I thought it was something that's a viable opportunity here in the city of Westminster. We oversee the timing of the race. Yeah, so a lot of the local races in the area, we're hired to come in and help from a wide range of things. Sometimes it's helping to develop the course, sometimes it's to help promote it, and sometimes it's to oversee the timing as far as like the chip timing aspect, where a runner will cross the line and have an individual time based on their chip and finish the race, and we get their times quickly and accurately. So we were sponsored the first year we opened, so that was March of 2015. And then the last 2 years we've been hired to do the timing for the race. I think today went really well. The weather was a challenge, probably just as much for us as it was for the runners. Wind is always difficult for us because our equipment sometimes can get knocked over by the wind, but we seem to have everything pretty dialed in today. We had some runners that forgot to wear their bibs and things like that. And it's little things like that that seem very benign at the time. Oh, I didn't put my bib on. It actually affects us quite a bit. Because we're chasing you down, were you in the race? There's a lot of moving pieces behind the scenes. But we think overall we had a really high success rate today. Even with the weather, this was a higher turnout than last year. We had less same-day registration people. Last year we had about 100 people that signed up same day to run the race. A lot less this year, but we had already surpassed last year's total going into the weekend. I mean, just, selfishly, it's nice that there's a race that draws new people into the city, but Dr. Gallagher's idea to put the race on, to me, is very much like starting a business on his own, is that he saw a need in the community to put a local race on, as opposed to taking runners outside of Carroll County. He got the idea because his wife was going to Baltimore City and running a similar type of event. And he thought with his background and all the great businesses around here that it could be a really good viable option here to keep people in the community. And just by keeping an event here in Westminster, all of the charity money goes to Westminster charities or Carroll County charities. The timing companies from Westminster, all the sponsors are from this local area. So it's turned into this giant event that gets people not just from Westminster coming in, but even other areas that people may have gone to Baltimore City are now coming here. It's kind of fun when we're doing the registration such and we're doing the online timing that we're seeing people from Pennsylvania, Virginia, from all over coming to our little town to run a big, well-organized race. I know all of the Irish restaurants around here typically do stuff, but I think this is the second year they've actually done a trolley where you can get on the trolley during the afternoon and go see all the restaurants in town that are participating and try different foods and fares and have a cocktail and get around town safely.
Thanks, Jimmy. Everyone here at the CMC is very excited for St. Patrick's Day, and we hope you are too. Next up, we have the world's greatest cornhole player. Some say he was corn to play. His name is Ace Shank, and he offered to make room in his busy schedule to come in for an interview. Ace, thanks for being here today.
Yeah, no problem.
Tell me a little bit about your team.
So, I am the coach, the owner, and I am every player on the team. We got 3 players, and we all just try and make it the corn in the hole. That's about it.
Well, I'm sure you have great team communication. How do you feel about your recent win in the World Championships?
We felt really good. I mean, I was a lead member. I made 21 shots in a row. It was pretty impressive, and I didn't miss the whole time. So we won clean sweep, and nobody could beat us.
Well, congratulations. I heard you have a world tour coming up. What about that? What about that?
Yeah, so we go to China, New Mexico, Delaware, then we go down to Real Mexico, then we go up to Canada, back down to Greenland, up to Australia, then we go around, back up to Antarctica, and then we go up to the North Pole. And then Santa wanted a special show, so I was like, all right, Santa, I got you, bro. And then, that was about it. That's where we finished it off. And then I'm just going to live in North Pole for the rest of my life.
Well, that's awesome. That's very exciting. when you go to the championships, what kind of things do you expect to happen in the arenas?
I expect to win every time. We win. That's all we do. We win. I mean, there's no losing. Second is last in my book. Anything below first is unacceptable.
Well, that's a great goal to set for yourself. What are your plans for the future, Ace?
I plan, my kids, all the, cornholing, little muskets running around. We got them. We got about 4 kids. We got Cornhole Junior. We got Bunky. Bunky's a little cutie. We got Cornholio, and we got Baggy. And, they're just, they're lots of fun. And I just plan to spend a lot of time with them, but I won't give up my cornholing now. And they'll try and surpass me, but it just won't happen.
Well, that's a nice name, Baggy. Do you have any advice for the people gunning for your title?
I just have one thing to say. No one will ever be as good as me, and I will always be the best. Who told you they're gunning for my job?
My sources are confidential.
You know what? I'm about to show you who's the greatest right here. All right? Let me get this stupid mic off me right now.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go.
You don't have to.
I'm going over here.
You don't have to.
Let's get this cornhole set up right here.
Where did this come? Who brought this in here?
You good? Let's go, folks.
Did these come with him?
Let's go. Yeah, it did. I brought it, and I'm about to show you who the greatest in the world is. So we got a little bit of...
How did that even go in, is my question.
And we got a little bit
Oh my God, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
And we got a little bit of... That's about it for me. And that's all here.
Wow, that was incredible. I don't know what I was expecting, but it definitely was not that. So thank you for that, Ace. I'm guessing he's heading out. And speaking of transitions, recreational sports teams are often overlooked when it comes to organized sports. Overlooked like hairless animals at the pound, or the noble weather-predicting groundhog on the other 364 days of the year, or any tuba player anywhere, ever. So in order to bring some attention to at least one of these overlooked things, field correspondent Jake met with Jim Ihaz, a local rec basketball coach. Check it out.
My name is Jim Ihaz. I have been coaching rec and travel sports for 14 years. I think it's a good opportunity for kids to make friends, work with teammates, to achieve different goals, learn how to play competitive sports, learn a skill that they can carry on further down in their childhood and adulthood. I think it's been a great opportunity for my friendships over the years. A lot of the kids I've coached in their younger years actually had opportunities when they were older, allowed me to build friendships with those kids and also their parents, hopefully to have a positive impact on their life, and at the same time help them grow and mature and give them coaching and guidance through their childhood and hopefully into adulthood as well, and make a lot of friendships. I think for a lot of the kids, they realize basically what you put into different skills, including sports or anything in life in general, basically helps you develop as a person, just like anything else in life. Whatever you put into it, you get out of it. So a lot of these kids I've seen grow up over the years and have very little skill, and as they get older and worked on their craft, basically became better at sports. So it was a great opportunity for me to watch them grow and mature and become better at that individual sport and better people in general. Coaching sports has allowed me to be a part of all my kids, and especially coaching, an opportunity to be a part of their lives. It was fun on weekends, was a good opportunity for us to build friendships, not only with those kids that I was coaching, but also the parents as well. So it was an opportunity for me to give back to the community, kind of help those individuals with the knowledge that I've learned over the years. My dad did the same thing for me growing up, and hopefully, my kids will want to do the same thing for their kids and volunteer their time and efforts as well in doing sports.
To end our show today, we're going to talk about high school theater. That one time of the year where the dramatic antics that come with being any student in high school is actually warranted. Do you hear me, Janet? I hope you're watching because you know who you are. Save it for curtain call. The Westminster High School Theater Department is currently working on their spring production of Roger and Hammerstein's Cinderella. We were able to talk with the school's drama teacher, Melissa Purdy, about some of the things that go into the production.
My name is Melissa Purdy, and I'm the drama teacher at Westminster High School. I've been at Westminster for 15 years. I've been teaching theater in high school for 21. I do enjoy my job most days. It's like any other job. Most of the time, it's a lot of fun. I certainly enjoy working with the students. There are days, but overall, it's a good job. I am the director and producer of all the shows that Westminster does. In the fall, for the fall shows, I do everything. For the musical, I do directing and all of the tech work. Set design and building, costumes, lighting, sound, publicity, box office, everything except singing and dancing. I've been doing theater since I was a child. First acting and then getting into the tech side of it and then getting into directing. I have my BFA in directing from college. Since college, I've both acted professionally, directed professionally, and done directing for 21 years at the high school level. The after-school program, I think, is beneficial for both the students in it and also the directors. For the directors, it's our artistic outlet. So myself, Mrs. Richard, Mr. Frazier, all get an artistic outlet out of this because we're the ones kind of putting the show together. For the students, I think it's two things. One, there is just it's a lot of fun to perform. If your mind works that way, and my assumption is that everybody who's in the show's brains do that, otherwise they wouldn't put up with all of the long hours and the hard work. But it's fun to perform in front of an audience. Getting a laugh where it's supposed to be is a fabulous feeling. Applause at the end of the show is a fabulous feeling. But I think it's also a really good experience in work ethic, in working as a team, in producing something you can be proud of. And for those students who want to continue after high school, it's just great training and experience for whatever they might do later. The types of things that go into the production of the musical. First off, there's 3 different types of rehearsals. We break it down by vocal rehearsals, it's actually learning the songs, dance rehearsals, and then blocking or acting rehearsals that start off with just acting, and then it's about putting all 3 elements together. There are also, for other people, the orchestra rehearses separately because we have a live orchestra when we perform. Then behind the scenes, we have to design, build, and paint the sets. We have to hang and gel the lights and then design the lighting based on that program. We have to figure out sound, both sound cues, sound effects, and who's wearing what mic, when they're switching, get all that organized. We have to either make, buy, or rent all the costumes. We have to make, buy, or borrow all the props, which are all of the various, things that the actors handle. Publicity, and then making and selling tickets. So there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that I think a lot of people are not aware of, and hopefully you're not aware of them. If tech is doing their job right, it's not obvious. It's just there and it's part of the show as a whole.
A little more insight into the aspects of the musical. Westminster has done countless popular musicals in the past, including Anything Goes, Aida, and Curtains. I'm sure the production of Cinderella will not disappoint. Students in the show rehearse several hours each week. These rehearsals are typically split between singing and dancing. We asked a few of the cast members to tell us about their favorite thing about being a part of a drama production, and here were some of their responses.
My favorite part of being in a drama production is being able to take something that's really disorganized and make it into something just like truly beautiful and artistic.
My favorite part about being in a drama production is being able to sing, act, and dance without being judged.
My favorite part about being in a drama production is being the villain, because nowhere else can I laugh evilly.
My favorite part about being in a drama production is to make people laugh and feel emotions that they usually don't feel in their normal life.
My favorite part of being in a drama production is rehearsing with all of my friends.
Westminster's production of Cinderella will be performed Thursday, May 4th, Friday, May 5th, and Saturday, May 6th at 7 p.m. There will also be a matinee performance Saturday, May 6th at 2 o'clock p.m. For more information, contact Melissa Purdy at the link below. That's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on The Interns.